Breaking news coming in with a huge diplomatic win as far as India is concerned, because the wordings and the language that has been used in the trade deal between US and India, that has been a change. And what are the changes that have been made? Well, the diplomatic win that ensures that there's a change in the tone, the language that the United States is using when it comes to that trade deal with India. As far as the $500 billion US dollar purchase on American products, that was a word, that was commitment that was used earlier. Now that has been changed to intention. Now, agriculture word has also been dropped, and this is a big assurance when it comes to Indian farmers. My colleague Aditya Rajkol is joining us. Aditya, the language change is really something that is a big win when it comes to the trade deal, and especially when it comes to the opposition really hitting out at the central government in regard to this trade deal. And now there are certain tweaks and changes that are being made.
Well, certainly it's a big development coming in, a major diplomatic win for India. There have been at least three major changes that the language of the US-India trade deal fact sheet has seen. This has quietly been done by the United States. A fact sheet was released a few hours ago in which the historic trade deal details are mentioned. The wording references have been changed related to the $500 billion purchase commitment. The word commitment has been changed to India intends. On the other hand, on the pulses front also, there is a change. The word pulses has been removed. As you would remember, in the joint statement, it earlier said, and I quote, India will eliminate or reduce tariffs on all U.S. industrial goods and wide range of U.S. food and agricultural products, including dried distillers, grains, red sorghum, tree nuts, fresh and processed fruit, certain pulses, soybean oil, wine and spirits, and additional products. Now, in the updated fact sheet by the United States from the White House, it no longer carries any mention of pulses in the statement. As I was also mentioning, another significant change has been on the reference to the $500 billion commitment from India. The word commitment has been changed to India intends. So this is certainly a big development coming at this hour. We have also learning from top MES sources that the word agriculture has been removed, and this is a major reference and also a major commitment that India had given. Several ministers in the Indian government, including Piyush Goyal and Shivraj Singh Chauhan and S. Jaishankar, had spoken and said that it's intent to safeguard the interests of the Indian farmers and the dairy industry. And that commitment has been fulfilled now, and this is a major assurance that is coming for the Indian farmers.
Right. Initially, what was being sought as India was committed to buying more American products and purchasing over $500 billion US dollars of whether it was energy, information, communication technology, agriculture, coal, and other products. Now that wording has been changed. So, Aditya, when you talk about that India is not committed, but India intends to buy, how much has changed in this one word?
Well, it's a huge difference, because commitment means that India needs to fulfill it in a span of 5 years or whatever the commitment timeline really is. But intends means that India can do it, cannot do it. There is no fixed timeline. India has shown the intention, but not a full commitment under a certain timeline. So that means that there would be certain intention towards it, buying it, but if the goal is not met, it is not written in the rule book that it has to be committed by a certain deadline or a date. So I think on all these three fronts, particularly on pulses and agriculture, it's a huge relief coming in for the Indian farmers and the dairy industry who are waiting for a word from the Indian government as to what the text or the wordings of the negotiations really would be. In the earlier joint statement, there was a word pulses and commitment that was mentioned, that has been changed in the fact sheet, and this fact sheet has been released by the White House itself. So the terminology is out there on the White House website in the fact sheet. So it comes as a huge relief for the Indian farmers who were waiting for this, who expected drastic changes to happen. Of course, the signing of the agreement will happen in March this year, sometime in mid-March, but till then negotiations will continue. We could see some further relief also. But this is a huge father of all deals between United States and India. And now Absolutely. With a change in the terminology, it's a big relief for several sectors in the country.
Absolutely, Aditya, especially the farmers, and this is something that the opposition has been raking up and saying that it's not beneficial to the farmers as far as the trade deal is concerned. Thank you, Aditya Rajkol. We will keep coming back to you for more on that.